Hi and welcome back to another weird Warframe video. Today I just thought, because I keep getting asked a lot where I go to level stuff up, what missions to do to level stuff up, what's the quickest way to level stuff up, how do you level stuff up, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to finally get round to actually doing this. And the keen-eyed people do notice that I do have an Affinity booster going. That's a byproduct of buying the Prime accessory pack to get all the golden sandanas and armor stuff. That will come with the 90-day Affinity booster. So that right there is the easiest way to level up, because it doubles the Affinity you get from everything, which is really useful. So we'll ignore Affinity boosters for this because they are the easiest way to do it, and you can buy them 40 platinum for 3 days, 80 platinum for a week, as well as resource boosters. Oh, I love resource boosters, but 0 platinum, so it doesn't really bother us that much. So obviously, if you've come in and you've formatted something, I've actually just formatted the VHEC here, VCore heck, sorry. I keep saying VHEC because if you just take out the core, the K, the O, the R, you have VHEC. I don't know if that was done on purpose, but I keep calling it the VHEC, and VHEC's an enemy. So what I did is I formatted it, jumped into the mission everybody goes to do leveling stuff up, which is Draco, which is an interception on Ceres. Not my personal choice. I am using that to kind of set a baseline here, and after 3 rounds I actually only came out with a level 18 Vacor Heck, which is pretty weird because usually you can get it maxed by the midway through 3 with the bonus and everything else. It was actually only a 9 when I left, or a 10, and it actually ended up as a 18. I think it must have been a 9. So I didn't even get the most kills. It was actually a pretty bad round, if I'm honest, but that is kind of the baseline with all the weapons equipped. Whereas here we have an unranked Tigress. If you take off all the other weapons, more experience will actually go to that. And the best way to level up a weapon, if you can, is to go in with just that weapon equipped, which is why I showed you the experience before with the Vacor Heck with all the weapons equipped. And I'm going to jump in, I'm going to do 3 rounds again, just one weapon equipped, and see what happens. Draco is not my first place personally. I prefer to go to the survival on Mercury, get 5 or 6 levels onto a weapon. If it's got a V polarity, it means Serration can go in there, and from there you can go to any mission. But defense, interception, survival, they are basically the 3 best things to do to actually level stuff up. Really quick, in the game, as I say, I just do Draco like I would any other mission. The only reason I come to Draco is because it seems to be the most played of all the maps. That's why I'm using it as the example here. Usually, as I say, I'll just go to Earth, Mercury Survival, and I'm still trying to melee. And I don't have a melee weapon equipped because I'm being an idiot forgetting I don't have melee equipped. I do it every time, so that's not really anything new. But the best way to do this is just capture the points and play it like any other mission. Don't try and get a team to farm because it won't work. Now, as I say, I just threw this into public, and you can see Captain Redbeard's doing the same thing as me. Format the Vectus Prime, come in here and is leveling 1 weapon. This guy is leveling 3 weapons, and this one is leveling a frame. It does seem to be the mission to go to level up, but it's a level 14 Tigress already at the end of the first round. After that, came out, killed, I would say about the same amount of enemies, because in the last one, the 3rd round was played with only 3 people, because the 4th dropped out, which actually did lower the amount of experience you would get, because with a team of 4, more enemies will actually spawn. A team of 3, there's less, because obviously there's 1 less person, so obviously a lot more experience here. Before it was just got to 18. This time it kind of went all the way to 30 in one game. That is why people tend to do things like Draco. Personally, I'd rather go for a long survival mission, defense missions, because this is what I've always done. I set up Mag to come to places like Mars and do that. because it's an interception mission, and basically run around using the abilities. Same setup I've got now, one weapon I'm trying to level, and mag, and just run around using her abilities to take shields off or crush, that kind of thing. So interception works really well. Draco works well because it's a higher level. The higher the level the enemy, the more experience you'll actually get. But I still prefer doing some of the lower level stuff. Why did that open? At least at first, because then you'll get some experience onto a weapon. Then you can put some mods into it. Going back to, of course, the heck, which I was previously leveling up for the earlier part, because just putting a few levels on this means that you can get things in like the base damage mods. There you go. Of course, with the changes coming to multi-shot, I'm still going to stick it on shotguns because it works really well, but it's going to eat ammo. But it's literally, you can do that, and with them base damage mods on, you can jump into other missions like that one. Let's go back to Draco, shall we? But because you can have the base damage mods on, you can jump onto the higher levels easily. But I still prefer doing the survival on Mercury with an empty weapon, then slowly kind of working your way up through them. But it depends what experience you'll get. But a lot of people... Wow, this is actually Draco. God damn. Damn this map. So, kind of summing this up, as I say, I would personally jump onto a Mercury, try and last about 30 minutes there. The longer the better, to be honest. Then come out of that, put some levels on it, and then jump into higher level stuff, like Exini used to be so much fun. But some of the Syndicate defense missions are also really handy. As you can see, we came in here, it was an 18, it's already a 20. We've only done 2 waves. And it is a 20. But obviously, if you are going to do defense missions, you want to try and last at least 20 waves. The longer the better, to be honest, but anything lower than 20, you don't kind of get the same experience. Survival, it's the same. Survive as long as possible, but the longer running missions will get you more experience, which is why people like Draco, because it's an interception, and I do like my interception missions for leveling stuff up. Are you going to move yet? I hate this one over here because it's easier to defend it while it's over there, which is obviously where it started. You can tell by the bubble I've left there, and I'll probably leave that there because it makes it easier for... I like having 2 bubbles that don't time out, because you can actually leave it where it needs to be. Wow, there's actually people beneath us. See, that's what I mean. I was just down there, nothing there, come up and... Yeah, but anyway, just carrying the one weapon will level stuff up much quicker than running around with all the weapons equipped, especially if you only need to level 1. If you're leveling all 3, yeah, run around with all 3 equipped, that works perfectly fine. It will take a lot more time than just running around with 1, as sirens drive past. But running around with 1 is definitely the way to go. It levels things up much quicker. The missions you do are less important than having just the one weapon. Having the one weapon will level up much quicker because the experience will go on to 1 instead of crossing across 3. Same with the Warframe and the Sentinel. I mean, you can say 3 waves of this and it's already gone up 3 levels. Which, it would go up more, but these guys aren't dropping... there isn't that many of these guys for some reason. There seem to be a lot less of them, and I can't understand why there seems to be very few enemies kicking around. Are you going back now? Go back. Go back. God damn it. Anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.